Have you ever had that situation where a game gets announced and you're not all that interested in it at first, but then the moment you start to see some more information about it, you're suddenly instantly sold on it? How are we today, everyone? I hope you're all good. My name is Peter, and today I wanted to talk a little bit about Astral Chain. As you may or may not already know, Astral Chain is the next offering from the action game masters at Platinum's Games, a studio that is notorious for making some of the most bonkers ideas out there work, and Astral Chain is shaping up to be no exception to this. I've decided to make this video in the format of a countdown, as there's quite a few reasons as to why I'm interested in seeing how Astral Chain turns out. So, without further ado, let's get started. Here are my top 5 reasons why I'm looking forward to Astral Chain. Number 1. Firstly, the main reason I'm looking forward to Astral Chain is the fact that it is something completely new. It might sound like a bit of a cop-out reason, but at the same time it's always good to see new IPs come forward to make the Switch's library stand out even more beyond your typical Mario, Zelda and Pokemon stuff that everyone pretty much expects at this point. It seems like Platinum and Nintendo have a great relationship going on, as well as we've seen with the wonderful 101 and Bayonetta 2 being Wii U exclusives, at least at the time for one of them. And they are great when it comes to adding versatility to what Nintendo can offer as a result, and it's nice to see Nintendo being open to more niche ideas and not just sticking with what works. It's kind of a shame that Platinum's titles only seem to resonate with specific audiences and not the mainstream, considering the love they put into their work, and even I'm pretty guilty of this sometimes. I mean, I skipped the wonderful 101 and Bayonetta 2 is literally the only game I've actually played from their offerings, unless you count Clover Studios, because I've also played Okami and loved that. The reason I bring this up is because Astral Chain may be overshadowed by everything else that has either come out this year already or is on the way, with the likes of Super Mario Maker 2, Fire Emblem 3 Houses, Luigi's Mansion 3, Smash Bros Ultimate DLC, the Link's Awakening remake, Pokemon Sword and Shield, just to name a few. 2019 has been and will continue to be the downfall of many Switch owners' wallets and bank balances, if I do say so myself. Number 2. The next reason as to why I'm looking forward to Astral Chain came from watching the combat in action. It has been described as a cross between Bayonetta and Nier Automata, or Nier Automata, please let me know how you pronounce it because I keep hearing different things about that, and it features the use of these beings known as legions, which are connected to the player's character with a chain. While you can do ranged attacks and strong and light attacks as expected with most action games, this chain looks like it's going to mix things up a little. For example, you could use it to wrap around enemies to stun them for some extra hits, or you could dodge an attack and use the distance between you and your legion to catapult them away. I'm sure it doesn't end there, but you also have 5 different variations of legions at your disposal, but you gotta also make sure you're not relying on them too much due to the meter that drains while they're in use. I think this shows a promising amount of depth to the combat, as it seems to encourage you to rethink how you would typically play an action game in order to adapt to these new mechanics being introduced, and I'm very interested in seeing how this will work. Number 3. Another reason why Astral Chain is looking promising to me is that there seems to be a lot more to come back to besides the action aspect of the game. One example of this is the skill trees that allow you to upgrade your legion's abilities. I know several games already do skill trees in this manner, but personally for me it instantly reminded me of the 2016 reimagining of Ratchet & Clank, which I thoroughly enjoyed by the way, where the weapons in that game have these skill trees where you can make them stronger and give them more beneficial properties, and it was one of the main reasons why I really enjoyed the game as a whole, because it got pretty addictive to me as you can choose what you wanted to prioritise, so I can imagine that in Astral Chain's case, this will keep me playing long after I've cleared the story so that I can make every last legion the strongest they can be. Something else that seems to have long-term appeal and replay value when it comes to this game is the fact that you can complete side quests. So if you like open world games or RPGs where you can do that sort of thing, it could be something for you to sink your teeth into. I think having side quests in a game like this could help break the pace up a little bit if you decide you don't feel like fighting for the time being, so other ways to pass the time are always welcome to give you that additional option. This could basically apply to literally any game ever, but hey, if it works, why not? Number 4. Cats. Yeah, cats. While it's not entirely clear what the purpose of finding cats in this game is, I thought it would be worth mentioning anyway if you're someone that loves a little fixture of their feline friends. According to director Takahisa Tora, I'm incredibly sorry if I've said that wrong, searching for them is fun, so I guess we'll find out if we get an interesting reward out of it or not. Regardless, it's just something else to do on top of what I've discussed earlier. That is all. Number 5. We know that Astral Chain is on its way soon, but what about the other big Switch title that Platinum is working on? I'm of course talking about none other than Bayonetta 3. announced way back at the 2017 Game Awards, and we've heard almost nothing about it since, besides Koizumi telling us that it's coming along nicely. I think for those that are eagerly anticipating Bayo 3 such as myself, Astral Chain looks like something that could help tide us over for a little while. For me, I think it will prove quite effective in keeping us busy leading up to whenever Platinum and Nintendo are ready to reveal more details for the formidable Umbra Witch's next adventure. So there we have it, 5 reasons for why I'm looking forward to trying Astral Chain out. I hope you enjoyed the video, feel free to let me know what you think about Astral Chain, and don't forget to like the video and subscribe for more of my opinions on the world of Nintendo, or anything else that I happen to be interested in talking about. Until next time, see you later.